Hi everybody, welcome. This is Lola Singer of Light Language Arts, and I'm bringing you another video in my series where I'm looking at one of the cards in my favorite tarot deck, the Thoth deck, explaining some of the imagery we find in the cards, and then tapping into the frequency of that particular card and the symbols so that I can bring forth a channeled song in light language that matches the energy of the card. And so far, this has been quite a fun experiment. Every song's been different. Every song does seem to match the imagery. I never know how they're going to sound. Thank you for everyone who's been watching and giving me support on keeping going. So let's do that. We're moving forward to the discs. In most tarot decks, the element of earth is called Pentacles. In the Thoth deck, it is called discs. And we are going to look first at the Knight of Discs, who is the king in most decks. And you might remember it was believed by the people who created this deck that rather than sitting on a throne, a king should be in battle with his men. He should be active because the king represents male energy, which is fire, which is active force. He should not be just sitting on a throne. So that's why he had changed the kings to knights. All of the knights are with horses. This is the only knight who is not fighting. This is the Knight of Discs, the Knight of Earth. He is resting after the fight. Okay? So what we like about this guy is he is a symbol of fertility, because once the warring and the fighting is over, then the land becomes fertile again, right? People start regrouping and forming societies again. Everything becomes fertile and grows after the war is over. So here he is, he's grazing his horse and reaping the rewards of hard work. The wheat is representative of fertility, as well as the stag on his helmet. And if you kind of think about the stag, not only is the stag fertile, the stag is alert and watching the rest of his family. And that's what this guy's doing too. He's alert and aware and watching. What's in his hand is for harvesting. It's a thrasher. It's not a weapon of war. He does have his shield ready in case he needs it. It's got the sun on it. As we talked about before, the sun is one of the best things you can see in the tarot deck. It means everything's balanced and perfect. So this is the world coming into balance again after there's been great disruption, aka war. What I also like about him is because everything's regrowing, he's also a character that's often thought of as a healer. So these are personality cards. This is someone you know or an aspect of you. So when we get this card in a reading, oftentimes I find out it can be somebody who is in the healing profession, whether it's traditional medicine or energy healing, nutrition. This guy represents that. This is all the let's heal after the ravages of war. So he's a great symbol for people who are interested in medicine and herbs and things like that. So what's not to like about this guy? He's worked hard. He did his honorable duty. Now he's getting the just rewards. So let's tap into his energy, shall we? He's a strong, silent type. So it'll be interesting to see what comes through. Ane salane ane seke ane ho Manasa makene te ano mayo Ala se mahayane maho Anatela Anataya, Anatela ho. Io solo neo no maleo. Ha makala ne ameho. He said, He said, Amaseo, Amaleo, Neo, no, Mahameo, Mahalo. Namaste Amalaneo Mahake Mahalo Mi Se Ramaha Mi Se Ramana Mi Se Ramana Amasala Teanaro Hamalea Hamalo Amasea Hamalara Hamaleo Mahayo Maho Hamaleno Hamasalane Hala Hamalea Hamalea Hamasea Hamalo 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 Malo Mayo. Okay. That was interesting because I never know how these songs are going to sound, and that was in such a minor key. I didn't expect that since he's a symbol of the regrowth, but I think what was coming through was the, and I'm actually kind of, I get a little teary-eyed sometimes when I'm talking about these things. What I was feeling with that song was the pain of all the suffering, the pain of the destruction, and then towards the end, kind of the regrowth, let's rebuild it. So one thing I didn't expect about this night, I thought, maybe, he's won his battle, he's earned his just rewards, he's feeling really good. No, I think he's feeling regret. And he wants to rebuild. He wants to rebuild from what's been torn down, something that he's been a part of, the tearing down structure. So now he's going to balance that by rebuilding. Once again, I didn't expect that. I really thought he was going to be the strong, silent type, and he really still has. He still feels the pain. And that's why he wants to be the healer. And that's why the best healers are the empaths. That's why Chiron was the wounded healer. That actually makes sense when you think of this way. He's a beautiful soul, but he's wounded. And that's why he wants to help regrow. Well, I learned something new from that song. I hope that was something interesting for you too. If you like the videos, please like my channel on YouTube, Lola Singer. Give it a like, share. Thanks again for those people who have really been enjoying the series. I really am honored that you have been reaching out to me to say keep going. So I will. Thank you.